Hey, this is Russ. I was thinking about the things that I carry along with me as far as safety things in case I have a problem with my bikes while I'm on the road. And so I thought today might be a good day to talk a little about some of the things that I keep with me. Now, I was reminded by someone to tell everyone that I am not a professional in biking and that whatever I tell you is just personal opinion and is not a professional opinion. Yeah, you guys all know that. I kind of figure everyone knows that. Yeah, I didn't do my entire career in biking. I'm just a guy who likes biking, right? E-biking specifically now, but well, I've had many years of dealing with bicycles until my knee had problems, and then I stopped for many years too, and then it came back. Now I'm e-biking. So yeah, let me tell you real quickly about some of the things that I carry with me. And again, like I said, this is not something you have to do, but things that I do that maybe you may want to also adopt. So let me show you some of the tools that I carry with me. Here's probably the most important tools I carry with me. You guys know what these are? These are like these Hex Drivers, right? Yeah, these are individual ones, kind of long and yeah, I carry a whole bunch of these things in each different size. These are what are these things, like 6 millimeter, 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2.0 millimeters. These are common sizes that we see that we have on our bikes. But if you don't want to carry all these things, you should carry at least one of these. Have you guys seen these things before? These are kind of like your all-in-one. Trying to avoid the microphone here. This one's made by Rock Bros. Okay, it doesn't have to be this brand. It could be anything. But they have a whole bunch of different. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, right? So if you don't want to carry the long ones that I do, at least carry something like this, because this will cover pretty much most of the sizes. But the thing is these are very small, and so if you have to get into a certain area, it may not be long enough. And what I find with this type of all-in-one thing is that when you set one of these up and you start turning it, kind of gets, if it turns and gets in your way and it doesn't lock in place where you want it to be. So better than nothing, right? But this type of stuff, much better, because when you're getting in there and you're screwing things in there, or if you have to go on one of these and you have some additional little bit of leverage when you're turning things, getting things like this is better. Now, it doesn't have to be this brand. This one's made by Klein Tools. I have some here. These are made by Park Tools. Somebody mentioned that you can get a whole set of these from Craftsman a lot cheaper. You probably could, yeah. I just bought these individually as I needed them, and then it just kind of built up. So I have everything from 6 millimeters and down. So I carry those with me. I also carry zip ties. You know what zip ties are. But I also carry, what do they call these things? Diagonals? Is that what they call these things? To cut the zip tie? Yeah, I mean, if you have a zip tie and you have no way to cut it, what good is that? So I carry this with me as well. What else do I carry? Crescent wrench. You never know. Sometimes you don't have things that you have nuts and stuff you have to kind of undo. Better than this, I carry one of these. This is 18 millimeter wrench. Okay. The reason I have this one is because if my rear tire were to go bad and I have to take that tire off, you're gonna need this 18 millimeter, right? So it's just easier, with this circular one here. You just put this around there and just undo it. It's just a lot easier if you have a dedicated one, okay? And you don't need the most expensive ones, but at least get a decent one. This I don't know what this cost me. What was it, $3-4 or something like that? Got this at Menards. So yeah, get something like this because you're gonna need it if that rear tire goes bad. What else? Tire patch kits. Yeah, inner tube patch kit. You need an inner tube patch kit. I don't have one right in front of me here, but you know what it is. It's like some rubber pieces, and then there's usually a little bit of glue. Some of them are self-adhesive patches, and usually you have like a sandpaper to kind of sand down the inner tube a little bit before you put the glue on there. I carry that with me. I also carry a full inner tube. Yeah, I go all out. Yeah, 4-inch wide inner tubes. Yeah, for the 4-inch fat tires, 26-inch 4-inch fat tires. That takes up a lot of space, so you're going to need some type of bag to put it in. So I have a rear bag like many other people do. I keep all my tools in there, and I also keep a spare inner tube in there too. I started carrying this too. These are, what's this called? Meta wiper. You know, I had that problem with that bird that kind of left its little thing on my handlebar. Well, I had nothing to wipe it down with, so now I carry alcohol sanitizing wipes in case I need to wipe things down. What else do I have? Oh, probably the most important thing that I carry with me is this. And let me show you this one. You know what this is? This is my air pump. Okay. Now, I started initially with a hand air pump, and when I saw how big those fat tires were, I said, no way. I'd be pumping forever. Yeah, you want one of these things. This is a air compressor. Yeah. So yeah, this will handle pretty much all the pressures that you need. You know, I put usually 20 pounds of pressure in my fat tires, but like my commuter bike from Magicycle, I put 50 pounds. So you can change that. So you set the goal of what the pressure you want it to be at, and then you know, you hook it up, and then you push the button. It's pretty loud. Okay, push the button and it'll just pump it right up, and when it hits that pressure, it just stops by itself. So it's kind of nice. And then for my commuter bike, I have this little adapter thing. This little adapter is for press the valves, and then this is for Schrader valves. So by putting it in here, I can pump up air into the press the valves, which is what the Magicycle commuter bike uses, is to press the valve. So yeah, you have to carry the adapters with you too, because if you don't have the adapter but you have the pump, it won't do you any good. So yeah, get one of these. This one's made by Veep. Nobody knows how to pronounce this thing. All this stuff is in the description of my video, so you can see what it is that I use on my bike. Pretty much all the things that I carry is inside the description of the videos, so you can see what it is that I have. But I think these are some of the most important things. I also carry with me one of these. You guys know what this is? This is yeah, this is who makes this? Ebikes. This is an Ebikes bike lock, so it folds up like this. I also have a kryptonite chain, which is really heavy. I know things are like super heavy duties. What do they call it? The forget about it. New York locks. Yeah, they're heavy. This is heavy too. I don't know how to, what is this, 4 or 5 pounds at least, maybe. I carry this with me to lock up the rear tire to the bike frame. Now, I do this if I'm going to run into, like I've gone to pick up Chinese food or something. You know, I'm not in there that long. I'm only in there for maybe about a minute just to pick it up, and I'm out of there. But I don't want somebody rolling my bike away. So I put this between the rear tire and the bike frame. I don't lock it to anything. It's just kind of sitting on the sidewalk there. And then I'll also use one of these. It's just a basic cable, right? I'll put that around with this to the front tire, so that way they can't steal the front tire by undoing the quick release and just stealing my tire. Okay, now they could take the bag with all the tools. I mean, I can't protect everything that's on there, so but at least I can try to protect the bike. You know, if the guy's strong enough, he can lift the bike and run with it. I guess it's his, right? But it'll stop a lot of people. You know, it's the casual guy who says, "Oh, look, there's a bike. It's not even locked up. Maybe I can just take it." That's the guy you're trying to stop. The guy who comes with, angle grinders, and he comes with, cable cutters and everything like that. You're not going to stop that guy, okay? And it does take him a little bit of time also to cut it. So, to cut something like this, you can't use just a bolt cutter to do it. You're gonna need an angle grinder. You know how loud that would be in front of the Chinese carryout? Yeah, if you can't hear that going on while you're in there, then you got a problem, right? So this is just for the casual guy from keeping him from stealing your bike. So what else do I carry here? Oh, bungee cords. Yeah, various lengths of bungee cords. If you need to put something on that rear rack, you got to secure it somehow. So I carry a couple different sizes of bungee cords along with me, just in case you need to strap something down, right? If you don't have it, you know, a rear rack is worthless to you if you can't strap it in there. So you got to carry some bungee cords as well. So just some odds and ends, some things that I was thinking about. I said, you know, this is small little items, but I think everyone should have those type of basic repair tools. Oh, tire levers. Yeah, you need tire levers to basically allow you to get in between the tire and the rim of the tire, so you can pop that tire out of there so you can get to the inner tube. Yeah, carry some tire levers. I usually have at least 3 or 4 tire levers with me. Makes it a little bit easier to get the tire off. Okay, fat tires aren't that hard to get off, quite frankly. I think it's harder to get off real thin tires, you know, like that commuter bike has 1 1/4 inch tires. These are like your typical road bike tires, right? That's hard to get off. If you don't have a tire lever, you're not going to stick your finger between there, rip your finger apart. You need the tire levers, okay? And they're cheap. I don't know what they sell these things for, $4 or $5 maybe, for like 4 or 5 of them, something. I don't know what they are. They're cheap enough that everyone should actually have them with them. Otherwise, it could be a problem if you try to get to the inner tube. So small things, but I think they're important. So anyways, a quick video. I just wanted to at least tell you about some of the things that I carry with me. Now, if you looked in my bag, there's a lot more other things in there too. That's why it's so heavy. But I think bare minimum, these are some of the things you need. You need hex drivers, you need screwdrivers, you need wrenches with you. You need a tire patch kit. If you want to be like me and carry an entire inner tube with you, you can do that too. Slime. Some people put slime, or they'll put what is the other stuff that they have? I can't recall off the top of my head. What's the other brand that people put in there? But some type of thing to put inside the inner tube so that it's you know, if you have a flat, it supposedly it oozes into the hole and then it seals it up, right? So flat out, there you go. I knew it was going to eventually come to me. You could try putting that kind of stuff. I have slime, and I think I have it in my Rad Rover 5 tires. I haven't put it in any of the other tires. I just have too many bikes. I mean, it would cost me too much money to keep putting it in everything. So I take my chances a little bit there, but we don't have things like you guys have in some areas. You guys have goat heads. You guys know what that is? You run over one of those things, you're going to pop a tire, all right? So, yeah, having something like flat out or slime probably be worth doing. Some people put Tannis armor, you know, the foam insert stuff that goes in between the inner tube and the tire. Sometimes they put that kind of stuff in there too. So think a little bit about, you know, your repair kit and how you're going to stop these flats from happening. Anyways, I just wanted to make a quick video, let you guys know some of the things that I carry. And like I said, check in the description of my video. You'll see all the things that I typically have, you know, everything from, you know, extra lights and, you know, gloves and all sorts of stuff that is in that description. So anyways, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys next time.